He'll be on the floor. Hello and welcome to Light on the Spot.
Right on the spot.
Right, not at the spot. Yeah, we don't really have like a collective title for when we do collective videos. We don't sort of
Random game showcase. Let's go.
Let's run with it. All in favour say aye.
Aye.
Who cares? We're not a democracy. Right, well, since your games generally suck, we'll go with yours first.
Well, I've got an absolute corker I'm going to start with, which I know you absolutely hate. Let's start with the mind.
Hate's a very strong word.
The mind. Now, this was one of those games that at the UK Games Expo, you just couldn't find it. Sold out so quick. For whatever reason, everybody was raving about this game, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to try and get a copy of that to see what all the fuss is about. It's a deck of cards, essentially. 100 cards numbered 1 to 100. And the object of the game, you take a pile each. Every round you get more cards. Is to try and put them down in sequence, but without talking or communicating to each other. So, for example, if I have number 9 and Andy has number 12, I have to put down 9 before he puts down 12. He's falling asleep. It has the desired effect. It's a bizarre game. You're trying to prove that you're psychic, essentially. What more can you say?
It sucks.
I liked it.
I liked it too, but
Gaming,
it's one of those games.
Social.
Let's be honest, yeah, gaming is social, and in this game you have to keep quiet and try and understand each other's body language. Moving on.
No, it's. Do you know what? Do you know what? For people that don't actually enjoy games and don't want to play games, it's very good.
Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic like I've never seen before. It's different. It's not your typical gamer's game.
Here's the mechanic. I've lumbered these cards 1 to 100. Try and put them in order.
Yeah, that's really
that's the game.
Yeah.
That is the game.
Blindfolded though. Blindfolded.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, you put down a number 3 and I put down a number 2.
Oh no!
I've done something wrong. I lose a life.
Yeah, pretty much that's it. Can you put cards in order without communicating with each other? So yeah,
Generally, the answer is no.
Coil Spring Games, The Mind. It's okay. It's okay. I like it. Paul likes it. Andy despises it. So
despise is a strong word, and I don't like to use the word despise because I think there's somebody for every game when it's actually a game.
Yeah, okay.
Talk about
we'll
other
let you
game
go next.
is a game.
The other game I have, which is a game, let's put the mind out of the way.
Let's put it
out of the way.
Out of mind.
Out of mind. Very good. I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Ravine. This is probably one of the best games I picked up 2019. It's kind of like, who remembers Lost?
This is 2019.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones I got this year
Okay.
so far. Yeah.
But you bought Parks this year as
I
well.
bought Parks this year, which is, it's up there. It's good. That's on a separate video. But anyway, Ravine. Concept behind the game, you have crashed on an island in the middle of the sea and you're just completely lost and you have to try and survive a predetermined amount of nights without getting killed by monsters or freezing to death or whatever, or falling victim to the weather. It's a good party game, 3 to 6 players, ages 10 and up. I probably wouldn't play it with a 10-year-old up because,
Come on. You died of starvation.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Daddy, I don't want to die of starvation.
So, as the game progresses, every night you have to decide, are we going to pull our resources? Who is running out of health? Who's going to go out and forage the next morning? Who's going to take share of the food? Who's going to not and let somebody else survive? If you collect enough resources, you can build baskets to help get more food. You can build spears to fight off animals. But you have to manage your resources really well. There are other things in there like poisons, like bits of food. Squirrel worth 2 hearts. Minnows worth 2. Restore your energy or do you want to save it for another night? And just try and survive until rescue comes. What have you found?
A very bitter dandelion.
Dandelion.
I like this game. It's you know that one that you've got where we're all on an island and we've all been stranded and we have to like eat each other
Who should
and
you
build
eat?
rafts.
This is a more
mature
version of Who Should We Eat.
sensible, enjoyable
Yes,
version
yes.
of Who Should We Eat.
Yes.
It's very arty. If you're the sort of person who doesn't actually like really understand games, but you enjoy having them in your bistro or cereal shop or on the coffee table, this is ideal. And you're missing a treat if you don't actually play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good cooperative game.
Yeah.
It's all about sort of surviving together. Every player will start with a certain item like an adrenaline syringe, which will completely restore hearts for one player, or a bottle of vodka restores 3 hearts and can be shared. An airline blanket protects from one weather event. Now, what Andrew has discovered here is the expansion, which adds that level of I don't know, supernatural element to it. You can come back as a ghost should you die and haunt the other players.
Isn't it funny how there's a game comes out and then another game comes out that essentially does the exact same thing?
Yes. Yeah, they are the same, but I preferred. I have both. I much preferred this.
It's like Stranger Things.
It's like Stranger Things, yes. Again with the Stranger Things.
It's just because I make him laugh every time I say it. I don't know why.
This is a great
Is this
game.
not one of the games that you can go mad?
You can go mad. If you are down to one heart left, yes, you will start going mad. And the certain different madness effects at saving and
Pretty certain it says don't eat.
yeah,
the
don't
components.
eat the
I
components.
was looking to see if they were made of wood or plastic because they're very
wood.
convincing plastic.
They're wood.
Because they're made of wood. And I can tell what things are made of with my teeth.
Who let you out today?
My doctor. I like this one over the other one that looks like it because the spirity thing is optionless. It's a sensible. This is the sort of thing you could almost imagine like in the corporate workplace. Jeremy getting the team together in Conference Room 2 and right team, we're going to play a team building exercise called Ravine. And everyone plays it and they forget that they're actually supposed to be staff developing and have a good time.
Yeah, it could be a team building thing. I mean, here's some of the
You
madness
just try to
things.
kill everybody though.
Yeah.
The crazy eye, the effect, challenge a player across from you to a staring contest. The first one to laugh loses 1 heart.
That lasts 2 seconds.
Oh, there you go. He's about to die now.
We'll miss you. But there's like 3 hearts
But I
worth
can come
of
back
eating
as
him.
I can come back as a ghost. though.
No, because we haven't opened the expansion.
Oh, shame.
You just get to die. Now, it's funny that we hit on the fact that your all island flesh must be eaten game and Ravine have echoes of similarity.
Yes.
Because my little pocket choice of fun, and I'm noticing as we're having this conversation that Paul missed the memo on pocket choice of fun. But anyway,
He's got big pockets.
He's got very
Big pockets.
poacher's pockets.
Pockets like MC Hammer.
You have a king's pockets, my lord. I have gone for Dino World. Now we all know about the other games which names have just completely jumped out of my head. Dinogenics.
I have that, and it's a massive game with lots of lovely little meeples of dinosaurs, a huge board. It's very, very flashy and fancy. Then there's Dinosaur Island. Andy Barr has that with its lovely metal coins and meeples and huge big box.
And it's like 70 quid or something.
His is like 70, mine was about the same sort of price. This is what,
This is the exact same game as
for
both
15,
of those.
20 quid or something. Yeah, it's
And it's awesome because it literally consists of a gigantic pad with a theme park on it and what all the dice results do. A half dozen cards.
I felt sick when I first played this because of the massive saving in money. And also
face.
because it's infinitely more playable than the other 2 games.
Yeah, so they even give you the little Argos pencils and a rubber and dice.
The thought of everything, really.
And you've got the cards for your labs doing your research and they're like what you can build. And then you just draw it on the sheet. You draw your fences and you draw your little dinosaurs.
I have a confession to make about this. The last time we played this, I took my park home and it is still stuck to my fridge.
He's got a child.
I have a child, but yes, mine's still stuck to the fridge beside some of his lovely artwork.
You drew that when you were 1. I drew this last night
When
when
I
it
was
goes in
40.
the fridge.
So
But
is this the travel version?
Literally, I mean, this can be played tonight from 1 to 75 players. You know why it's 1 to 75 players? Because there's 75 sheets in that. It takes 40 to 70 minutes.
Slight correction, it can now be played from 1 to about 63 players.
No, because they give you a rubber.
Ah, okay.
So you could photocopy them?
1 to 74 players because my sheet's at home.
Okay,
So-
photocopy them.
All right.
Yeah, you could theoretically do this with as many as people want. Everyone gets a turn at rolling the dice. The dice results correspond on the page with what you can build. The combinations like 1, 2, 3, and you can draw. I'm never able to pronounce dinosaur names. A Proceratops. Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds right. And if you don't draw it, it's not there. The cage is empty, and you draw your little roads and your labs and your visitor centres and it's
Roller
the
coasters and whatever.
and it's your game
Yeah.
for £15.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Yahtzee kind of feel about it because
Yeah.
everything's on the sheet. And yeah, Dr. Hammond only wished he invented this.
And it's got a rule book. And the rule book's biggest job is going, these pretty cards, and here's what they mean. And here's how you draw a tent.
Here's how you draw.
For those unfamiliar with the concept of drawing. Jurassic pencil. So yeah, I love Dino World because it allowed me to buy 3 other games. Come to Jurassic Park!
Mine cost the ticket fare for Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's good. It is very good. Yes, I don't actually have a copy yet, but I'll have to buy it and then sell my other one and get 70 quid. You know.
Not when people have seen this video and realise for £15 they can have your £75 worth of fun. If you want, you can just metal coins into this. I have like £3. And you can just put them in the box and rattle it around to make him even sicker. I got Dino World with the metal pencil upgrade.
Okay, moving on.
So, what's your pocket game, Paul?
My very big pocket game is by Fantasy Flight and it's called Mission Red Planet.
So what's that about then?
Funnily enough, it's a trip to Mars.
I've
It's a
seen John Carter.
Victorian steampunk era.
Money on the nose?
Yeah.
Something.
No, okay.
You are a mining corporation going to Mars, competing against each other. There are 9 characters to choose from. Each turn you have play your cards, but each character can sabotage each other. And your idea is to mine Mars, get resources, win things.
And who's the protesters? Because nobody's going to convince me that you can just go mine Mars without somebody
Well,
standing there with a placard.
It's nice. It's thematic. It's got a board that's red. Funnily enough,
Let's
And-
Let's get it out.
I'm not convinced. It's
Get it on the table, big lad. It's not convinced in there. It's on your. Is it in your fridge?
Stuck to your fridge.
This board isn't in here.
That's what I mean.
What have you done with the board?
I don't know. Wasn't it?
In the bottom.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
We'll break the box. We'll try not to
Time
break
out.
the box.
Let's go.
Phobias.
Rocket ships.
Phobos.
Oh, it's a
Oh, I Phobos.
This is the game we played with hundreds of these little minis, which are
like we
little Martian explorers.
Martian explorers, because you try to claim sections of Mars.
Oh, they've all got wee
Sections
flags
of
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
And the more the more astronauts that you land, you win, colonize areas of Mars, and you get
Oh, it's very like
thingy,
Do you know what it is?
because it's
But
round.
without the space drugs.
Have you actually set this game up and played it before? Because
No, because I've done it
that's
wrong.
not what Mars looks like.
It's not. Oh,
It's
that's a
round
shame.
for a start.
Well, it is round.
Yeah,
What-
but
you're
you've
trying to say it's flat,
I think you've put them around
but
the
I've
wrong
put it
way.
the wrong way around.
Yeah.
I've never been to Mars.
A Mars a day helps you work, rest, and play.
See? Oh, now we're getting it.
Not that. Look at that.
Oh,
He's in.
jigsaws. We're
That's
in.
what she said.
And we're back.
Yeah,
Oh,
see?
these class. There's like
Yeah.
blunderbusses and stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you get the launch pad. There's 4 rockets. Each turn you place your astronauts on a rocket. If you are a saboteur,
That's what I'm just
forbid
looking
you're a
at.
saboteur.
And I was just thinking he's very dastardly looking.
Yes, because he is. There's secret agents. There's pilots. I can recruit things, and you can be a boring travel agent.
There's explorers as well.
But each one has their own effects.
What's that?
Play your resources. I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's the launch pad.
That's the launch pad, yes.
Launch pad. So you get your 4 rockets at the start, 4 spaceships, and each turn you try to plant as many astronauts on your ship. If you hit the number on the ship to take it off.
I was going to say, is it a little bit like Onward to Venus?
Kind of. Let me just...
But obviously just one planet. Well, what's the moons for?
That's another moon floating around Mars that you can colonize as well and mine for resources.
Ooh, you get missions at the start of the game. You get extra points if you complete your missions on the way.
Floor 3, lingerie. Ding, ding, ding. Take the stairs.
So just looking at the character cards very quickly here, you do a blind bid every time you play a card and then sort of flip and reveal. There's a pilot, a soldier, travel agent, femme fatale, saboteur, secret agent, scientist, explorer, and recruiter. And they all have a different ability which will determine when you launch.
Yes, because whoever's player 1 counts down from 9 as if you're going to launch off.
Right, yes.
And then once you've got to the number, say I was holding number 8 and you started 9, 8 I play my card, and then we do it in the order and the countdown. But then that card that I've played out stays on the table and I don't get to play it again until we've all played through all our numbered characters.
The wee people look edible.
It's not for children. Not for young children, but they are plastic.
They look tasty, even the blue ones.
Green vegetables.
Yeah. It's like space food. That's kind of cute. Okay, well, you could probably fit it in a smaller box since it's a jigsaw puzzle, so we'll let you away with that being a pocket game.
It's a good game. I liked it.
Packaging makes all the difference.
Much box, mini card.
But
there
there's there's skullduggery in it.
Oh well, you like a bit of skullduggery.
Skullduggery.
He does.
Yes.
Bless him.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's like that TV show
It's
that
evil.
he
They can be
enjoys.
evil. You can blow up people's. You can kill astronauts.
Can't think what it's called. Anyway, that'll do. Enough of this. Go and watch something else now. We're done. We'll talk about other things another time, except that really silly card game of yours
The mind?
that we will never talk about again.
Don't mind the mind. Do you want to play the mind?
Never bring it again. Well, the two of you can play it. If you sorted the cards into order and dealt them out, it would probably be easier.
There, it's broke now. There we go.
Just play Snap. And nobody'd ever win.
No, because they're all different.
You could snap on consecutive numbers.
You can play Snap with evens and odds. We've just broke the mind.
You could buy a copy of it and buy an apartment block with 100 rooms and use them as the door numbers.
You could buy Dinogenics or else 7 copies of the mind. Or 5 copies and a copy of Dino World.
You could buy Dinogenics and go out for your dinner. No, you could buy Dino World and still go out for dinner instead of buying his one. There we go. Shush, go away. We're done now because he's probably just going to break wind or something. Let's go and watch Stranger Things.
Let's go do that.
He laughed again. Why does he do that every time? Bye-bye.
Bye.